Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Take the Points edition of Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. My guests today on the Take the Points is Jamie Hodges here as per normal, and we have a guest over there, Lucas Vaughn. Good afternoon, Lucas. Actually, good morning, Lucas. This is Friday morning.
That's the other thing I forgot to tell you. We time travel on the show, so we got to be real careful about what you say, and where we're at.
So we won't be confused at all, I'm sure.
No,
this is
no
not Wednesday
confusion at
night.
all.
It's
No
not
confusion at all. But these boys, we're going to talk sports here in just a little bit. But before we get going on that, let's tell you a little bit about what is going on in the area here on Friday, June 29th. I can tell you what's going on today. We'll talk a little bit about what's going on tomorrow. Again, thanks for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV over in Salem on Channel 3. Appreciate those folks tuning in. Appreciate all the folks here in Flora, Louisville, Jeff, and Sisney tuning in on Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on whether you have fiber or not. Thank you and welcome. What's going on today? Friday, June 29th. Well, if you're in the mood for a little bit of a trip, why don't you head over to Bellwoods State Park. That's over there near Mount Carmel. Pond Life will be presented here on Friday from, probably right now you could make it. Grab your rubber boots and get ready to find some interesting looking aquatic creatures.
I think we can do that in our backyards right now, Bruce.
Say that, what?
I think we can do that in our backyards right now.
I think you probably could find all kinds of interesting looking aquatic creatures. Actually, have you noticed, am I the only one who has the bullfrogs just louder than an airplane crossing overhead today?
We've noticed that out the compound.
Yeah, the bullfrogs and the flies are starting to.
Flies are showing up.
Yeah.
Well, now hold on a second there, Luke. You usually can't blame stuff on flies until the fair comes through town.
That's true. We're getting close, though. I think we're about a week away, so they're getting an early start.
I'll tell you how it happened. I had Gary Carter on the show Wednesday talking about the Wayne County Fair, so that's what got us going. So yeah, you can do that at Bellwoods State Park this morning. They're going to activities include the search for invertebrates that can be seen with the naked eye, as well as you'll learn where each species fits into feeding relationships. There you go. Also on Friday, the Misfits of Beaver Creek will be playing at Heritage Woods here in Flora. That'll be at 2 o'clock today. Hope you give those folks a check out. What's going on this weekend? On Saturday, June 30th, the West Salem Volunteer Firemen's Association is their big Freedom Celebration. It's going to be tomorrow and on Sunday, the 30th and the 1st. Events start on Saturday at 6 a.m. with the West Salem Masonic Lodge breakfast at the firehouse. Then they're going to have a 5K run. That's the good idea. Go out there, eat the big old pancakes and biscuits and gravy, and then by all means go run 5K.
I could maybe do a 1K, non-running.
No. I sense doubt.
Maybe. I'd have to train.
I sense doubt. Also going on in West Salem, we'll have village-wide yard sale, all kinds of different stuff. And then fireworks. Fireworks will be going off at dusk, I believe, on Saturday night. So check that out. Also on Saturday at Sailor Springs, the Lunch and Raffle fundraiser. That'll be a good time. In Fairfield, the Volunteers for a Progressive Fairfield and People's National Bank are co-sponsoring the movie Ferdinand at Leo French Park. Okay, now you two gentlemen have children. You're going to have to tell me what Ferdinand is.
Bull. John Cena does the voice of a bull.
Oh, okay. I've seen that commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you haven't. Now you haven't.
If it's not Umi Zuma or Peppa Pig, I probably
He's got
haven't
younger
seen
kids.
it.
Your kids are younger.
Yeah,
Okay.
younger. So.
All right. Well, Well, that's. I'm glad to know that somebody could help me there. I appreciate that. Also, Kids in Motion on Saturday going to have their summer splash at the Fairfield Municipal Swimming Pool. That'll be from 5 to 7. So Kids in Motion, do that and then go hang out and go watch the movie Ferdinand. That's going to be at dusk on Saturday night in Fairfield. In Salem, they're going to have a big bass fishing tournament starting at 5 a.m. in Salem.
Hey,
what?
Be sensitive. Be sensitive to our friend. You don't have to be so enthusiastic about this.
It's a bass fishing tournament at 5 a.m. I don't think Big Mouth Billy is all that fired up about the bass fishing tournament. But there's going to be children and teen games, all kinds of different stuff. Bag tournaments should be a good time in Salem. Also in Salem on Saturday night, George Ports and the Friends of Bluegrass. They'll be playing at the Salem Community Theater. That's a nice deal. It's a fundraiser for the theater, so check them out. $10 for adults, and kids 12 and under, $8. So give that a shot. Should be a very good time. What is on television? Well, the World Cup, taking a day off Friday. We'll talk about Saturday's events. I'll just tell you right now what's coming up on Saturday. It's the rounds of 16 games at the World Cup. France plays Argentina.
Messi.
Uruguay plays Portugal. We're all for Portugal now. Everybody in the world is now rooting for Portugal. Also on Friday night, in the Major League Baseball, Chicago Cubs are hosting Minnesota. This is kind of an odd time. This is going to be at 4:05 on Friday afternoon. Mike Montgomery out for the Cubs against Jose Barrios for Minnesota. Cardinals host Atlanta. That'll be at 7:15. Miles Michaelis on the mound against Julio Teheran. That on the Fox Sports Midwest on Channel 630. And the Chicago White Sox will be playing Texas on Friday night. You won't be able to see it because for some reason it's on HBO or on WGN. I still don't understand.
WGN has screwed this whole deal up somehow, some way.
WGN has really messed up the world.
I mean, we were younger. That was, you went there. I'm not a Cubs fan, but you could go there and watch Cubs baseball. TBS had the Braves, and then you always had your Cardinals.
Out all the Cubs you want. Watch all the watch anything you wanted on WGN. The Sox, the Cubs, and now
nothing.
Out of luck. Probably missing even like stories and shows about Mitch Trubisky.
You probably, but you were talking about TBS and whatever else. When I was a kid, we didn't have TBS and WGN.
Well, you had three channels.
It was channel 3.
You're younger than me. As we got older, we had
10:30 replay, maybe on Fox.
Well, just because thank God you're a country boy, Luke. That's exactly right. Let's take the points edition. We're going to be back. We're going to talk all kinds of different sports. We do appreciate you tuning in here to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Luke Vaughn. This is Jamie Hodges. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back after these words. Do stick around.
You're not Luke.
I'm not Luke.
There's no more
Lucas.
Come on.
Hey, we're talking over here. We're talking over here.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
I'd like to see the ratings with just a muted show of us. Just
Well,
music
actually,
plays.
we might try that.
Probably
Just
go
have
up.
a muted show with the music going only, right? Is that what you're saying?
It couldn't hurt the ratings.
It really, it probably couldn't hurt. Well, no, it might hurt the ratings, but it probably couldn't hurt critical reviews.
Man, we got hammered Saturday night, didn't we?
And critical reviews?
Yeah. Brad and Ken were...
They were
ruthless.
vicious.
Those were vicious attacks.
They were vicious.
They cut to the core.
You know, for people for being our friends who do enjoy the show.
Who watch it every week.
They
got hammered on.
Yeah, we need to say, by the way, need to send out a quick hello to, we better send out a quick hello to my little nephew, Sam Dickey up in Chicago. Also to my neighbor across the street, Estill. Said that Shirley watches every day.
Angela Vaughn watches you every day. Luke's mom.
Angela Vaughn
watches it
my
every
cousin,
day.
God bless her, Angela Vaughn. How come she has not gotten you to watch? Lucas admitted he has probably only seen the show 10 to 15 times. How in the world is
I like how you built that up. That's great.
How in the world has she not had you watch it more? You got children.
I have. Yes, I have children.
You don't love your mother.
I'm going to blame it on that.
You hate your mother and father.
Yeah.
Usually they're playing Fortnite, him and his dad, and so Angela goes in the kitchen. Angela goes in the kitchen. And
we were going to talk about the World Cup, and I do want to talk about the World Cup. But somebody explain to me what this Fortnite crap is. Stuff is.
I don't know that we can explain to you.
Unless you play it, I don't know that it's explainable. The level of it's almost an addiction.
That's what I hear.
And they're trying to, esports is blowing up. ESPN just poured a ton of money into it. They've got these esports league, and so now Fortnite, which has become got to be the biggest game in the world right now.
Fortnite just came onto the scene 2 months ago?
Oh, no, it's been 6. This winter really started getting a bigger following. December, January timeframe, and then since then, well, that's when we started it, and it has grown.
What is it? Is it like
It's a first-person shooter
Kings and Queens?
No, it's modern apocalyptic island that you drop into, and you have to find whatever you need.
Weaponry.
Grand Theft Auto before Grand Theft Auto, maybe something like that.
Kind of, you're like that. Essentially, you drop into an island with 100 people, and you've got to find weaponry to protect yourself and take them out before they take you out.
Sounds like Hunger Games.
Last person standing.
Last person standing.
That's Hunger Games.
And there's a lot of you've got to build. There's a lot to it.
All right, now this is all fun and everything. This is one of those kind of things, though. Do you do it on your phone or you do it on the computer?
You can do it on your phone. It's a lot more difficult.
I have it on my phone. Hayden has it on his Xbox.
Right, and then you can do it on a computer too. You can do a PC, different formats. You can do a different one.
Okay. One other question. I'm assuming and just making a presumption that you can find some weapons, right? However, there are other weapons that you have to maybe purchase. Is that correct?
Not really. Pretty much you're all finding everything.
Yeah.
You're all starting some of the same format. You can't go into the game with a weapon. You've got to drop in like everybody else with a pickaxe.
But are you paying for it? Are you paying for stuff?
No, absolutely not.
Where they get their money is people like my son who takes every dime he earns and wants to buy some new skin, like a new outfit for his character.
Which does nothing for the character.
Which does nothing for the character ability-wise, but just looks cooler. And so that's where they're making their money.
Dances, skins,
dances.
Umbrellas.
Yeah, you get points if like you shoot someone then dance.
Yeah, it's the thing is, my 62-year-old father plays it.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old daughter loves to play it and watch, and
What
everything
else,
in the middle, and they can sit and talk about it. I mean, everything in the middle there.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been several days already.
Is Joyce playing it?
Not yet. She came over more. She probably would though.
I'm not gonna lie. There's been several days this summer where it'll be Lucas, his brother Micah, Dad Scott, me, sometimes Hayden. We all sit in the living room and just. Once you die in the game, next guy's turn. You hand a control over, he reloads, and we just sit there and play for hours. We had a contest one night in Noah Shed.
Do young ladies play it as well as young men?
Grayson, his daughter Grayson plays it.
Do wives play it? Do your wives and your mother? Does your mother play it?
Mom? Oh yeah. My mother.
Heidi says she's too busy keeping the house clean, but I don't know what's
too busy doing laundry,
cooking and chopping,
chopping wood. So what did this replace in your life, boys? I mean, as far as time goes,
productivity,
movie watching. It's still I mean, it's either you watch a movie or you play Fortnite for 8-10 hours a day.
Have you ever played that long?
Me personally?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I'm not sure I believe that.
You get those rain days, snow days, ice days where you wake up and it's already 90 degrees outside.
Yeah. Days where the sun comes up.
That's a personal day. And, I'm going to go sit in the AC and enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I had no idea what Fortnite was, and I'm glad. See, I've always been. It seems like last year, 2, 3, 4 years ago, it was the big game was Clash of Clans or something like that, right? And this is entirely different from that.
Mm-hmm.
See, they were buying stuff in Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
You would buy buildings and that kind of thing.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, and this, like Jamie said, you can buy in this one, but you can go in there with not a single dollar and do everything you want to do.
Is there an objective? Do you win somehow?
No, it's just.
I mean, what's the fewest opponents anybody that you know has ever gotten down to? I mean, if there's 100 opponents you got to get rid of.
I have seen my father win with 0 kills, where the opponent killed himself in the storm. So I have seen 0 kill victory royales. So
no, wait a minute. No, he didn't. So he didn't.
He didn't kill.
Got down to 2 people. The last guy besides he just went and hid in the house, and the last guy besides him got caught out. There's a storm that shrinks every couple minutes, forcing people to come together. So you can't just stand in one spot on the island.
So that's how the number goes from 100.
That's how they keep the game from lasting, like a game of Risk.
Oh, okay.
That's how they keep it from lasting that long.
So how long does a typical game go?
If you drop in and get shot in the back immediately, 10 seconds, up to 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops, probably.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And then you can respawn and go right back in. Maybe have a break.
Respawn?
Hey, you go
out, start over.
You go out to the lobby, and it restarts.
That's an odd word. I'm just not sure about that.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
That's what I bring to the table.
Huh?
That's what I bring to the table.
Hey, well, you always bring a fascinating conversation. Lucas Vaughn, amazing. Well, we'll ask you one more question before we'll talk about the World Cup here in just a second, because Jamie and I are both pretty.
We love World Cup.
We enjoy the World Cup. Jamie and I both enjoy. Do you enjoy the World Cup, Lucas?
No, even if the United States would have been in the World Cup, I would have been very minimal in watching. With them out of it,
not at all.
I couldn't care less.
Is it okay? That's my question. Do you not care about it, or do you actively dislike it?
No, I don't actively dislike it. I just don't have any care for it whatsoever.
There you go.
What was it, 2028 one or whichever one it's going to be in the United States, 26 one. that's going to be more interesting to me, especially if the United States is in it. But I still don't. These stars, Ronaldo and Messi's, and great, they make hundreds of millions of dollars for kicking the ball around. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Growing up, there wasn't soccer in Southern Illinois. You never heard.
So
soccer.
you would prefer to see, say, Mitch Trubisky running around getting his hundreds of millions of dollars, doing something constructive like throwing a football and getting hit by another guy,
lit up by another human being. That is enjoyable.
Well, I got to tell you, man, that's entirely cool. I've got no problem with that at all. We're talking here. It's the Sports Frenzy. Well, we'll get to sports eventually. I just didn't know about that Fortnite, and I appreciate you folks.
I wasn't sure we'd get it explained to you. I know kind of where you are technology-wise, so I wasn't sure we were going to be able to cross that bridge.
See, now that's the thing. You bring up this Xbox that you're playing it on. And
yeah, I knew I screwed up since I said that word.
That means nothing to me.
Because I knew you're like, what?
New Atari. How's that?
Yeah, there you go. Fancy Atari.
That's the one like the kid on TV comes out and yells PlayStation at me, right? PlayStation!
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, there's something about, does Sonic play... Is there a Mario brother in Fortnite?
I think it's Sega and that was Nintendo.
Is it commercial time yet?
That's Lucas Vaughn. This is Jamie Hodges. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be right back on the Take the Points edition of Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back right after these.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. This is our Take the Points edition. And my guests here today, as we're going to talk a little bit more sports, are Lucas Vaughn along with Jamie Hodges. And we're talking about all kinds of different things. We spent the first, and all right, and I do appreciate Lucas for bringing this up to us. There is an actual tie to Fortnite to sports, isn't there, Lucas?
Absolutely. There's a lot of those athletes in the clubhouses and that play Fortnite. You know, that David Price was told.
David Price went on he missed the start.
Right. He was told he had carpal tunnel due to excessive Fortnite playing, and David Price says, "You're all crazy. That's not why, but because you're going to bring this up, I will stop playing Fortnite for a while." And he got better. He pitched better, and he's pitched well right now. But
so he's probably still not playing. Then.
I don't know.
I bet he's sneaking some games in.
He's definitely sneaking some games in. I mean, that's not being in the locker room right now.
Yeah, he's probably Steven Adams, the Thunder center.
Yeah. He's a big player of it. Every time he gets a victory or a win, he takes a.
See, now that's the thing. You could dress up for Steven Adams at Halloween.
That's
Have
true.
you
He
thought
is
about
one
that?
good-looking human being.
He is an incredibly good-looking man. All right, let's talk about the World Cup. What do you say, Jamie? It looks like it'll be a two-man conversation.
Yeah, Lucas is going to be a sandwich, taking a nap. It's been a great World Cup.
It's been an outstanding World Cup. As we're filming this, there are still 4 games to go in groups G and H, but they're pretty much set anyway as to how they're going to, at least who's going to advance, except for maybe one team. Let's get the voluminous World Cup bracket here, as we'll make sure that folks see. And the bracket.
Every time we go into props, I really feel like we're doing an episode of Wayne's World, just because it's just a print off piece of paper. You think we'd have at least laminated or something, but it's just something we drew up. Right,
it is something we see now. That's the other thing. If we really want to, we can do this, and there we go. The current. You really can't read the names there on television, but there's the current lineup for the So
out of the 4 of us that did the snake, okay, 2 things.
Oh, here we go. Here we're talking about it. We're gonna, since this is a gambling show, we got to talk about
2 things. I won the golf. I won the golf deal.
Congratulations, very well done.
So beat Bruce out by 5 points.
5 places.
And currently, I still have 2 teams left in the round of 16. How about you,
You still
Bruce?
have 2 teams. Wheeze still has 2 teams.
Marty's going to have 2 teams.
Marty has 2 teams. He will have, presumably.
England and France. France already in there, right? Yeah, because Argentina plays them.
Well, yeah, I believe, France is in there. And Group H didn't have anybody left in there.
England.
So yeah, Marty has England along with France. Wheeze has Belgium along with Spain.
And who do you have?
And who'd you say you almost lost Argentina?
Almost doesn't count, buddy.
You should have lost.
Messi's still in there.
You should have lost Argentina.
Beat Nigeria.
You also have Brazil.
Brazil and Argentina.
Yeah, Brazil and Argentina. I have Portugal left. Portugal plays on, I believe, on Saturday.
Playing a very hot Uruguay team.
No, Portugal plays. Okay, yeah, that's right. They are playing Uruguay on Saturday. My only team remaining is Portugal. Thank you, Germany, the number 1
ranked team
in the world, number 1 ranked team in the world.
By every statistic, they were favored.
Favored by everybody, and I should have gone favored by everybody except for the old statistic that says 3 out of the last 4, now 4 out of the last 5.
Now 4 out of 5.
Returning World Cup champions did not make it out of their group.
Yep.
Add Germany to the list of ignominy, as well as the Bruce Dickey list of ignominy. And Germany just got outplayed. You saw some of their games.
They were tired.
I saw the Mexico game. They got outrun.
Yeah.
They got run off the field, the pitch.
Who they beat on a last-second goal that was almost
Sweden.
complete luck. Yeah, their one win was just
they beat Sweden. They beat Sweden on in the last shot of the game, basically last touch of the game, and then lost on Wednesday to a dogged little South Korea team.
Not very good South Korea team.
Not a very good South Korea team that is not known for their defense.
No. And
Germany just couldn't score. Lose to South Korea. Oh, well, what do you... That's got to be the biggest surprise so far.
Definitely, since Argentina. If Argentina hadn't made it, that would have been the biggest shocker until Germany.
Who's the biggest shocker to get in then, other than...
I'm going to be honest with you. I know they had Harry Kane, but England has surprised me in this tournament.
Everybody thought Serbia was going to beat Switzerland, and Switzerland gets in. England has been very, very good.
Yeah, and that kind of surprised me. I knew they had Kane, but besides him, they really didn't have that good of a team this year.
See, now, one of the good reasons Lucas probably doesn't like soccer. Now tell me if this is wrong, Lucas. I'll tell you what happened in the France versus Denmark match yesterday. These games are played at the same time, right? And Denmark needed a loss for Australia to be into the round of 16, right? And everybody goes to halftime tied up 0-0. 5 minutes into the second half, everybody's playing at the same time, so they're scoreboard watching as well. 5 minutes into the second half, Peru knocks off. Well, they score against Australia, which means that if France and Denmark finished in a scoreless tie, they both advance.
Yeah.
So what happened? They almost got booed off the grass.
Just kicked it back and forth.
They stood around kicking the ball to each other. Yeah. Just like
sounds fun.
You know what it was like? It was like in the old speaking of video games, since you boys watch video games, it was like in the old video games, like in basketball when you were waiting for another player and your guy just stood there dribbling.
I was going to say it's like a Colts NFL game, but whichever. That works too.
Is that one of the reasons you don't like soccer, I guess?
Just no interest in soccer. That they run too much, They're all pretty.
Scoot up a little bit. You're too far away from the microphone.
It's because of my belly.
Speak up.
It's the quietest I've ever heard you.
He is a very quiet person.
People tell me I'm loud.
Yeah, you are loud. So
I'm trying to keep the tone down.
They don't care. They have volume at home.
So if you
try to speak over Bruce. Good plan.
Yeah, good effort with that.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I mean, a scoreless tie didn't bother you either way. You just don't care.
I couldn't care less. You said some Kane guy, and listen, I can't tell you anybody besides Ronaldo because he's pretty. Everybody says
he is pretty,
and Messi because I think he's good and he's short. But other than that, I couldn't tell you who else there is. I got no idea.
Well, you gotta like a man's honesty.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the World Cup. Now, as another disclaimer, I don't watch soccer for the 3 years in between.
Well, now hold on. You don't watch any of the Premier League stuff?
A little bit of the Premier League. I'll watch some of the Premier League. Yeah.
Speaking of Harry Kane, you're liking Harry Kane,
but very, very little. Nothing like the World Cup. World Cup, I'd sit there all morning with it on.
I will too. It's a good time. That's Jamie. That's Lucas. We are here on the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, the Take the Points edition. I'm Bruce Dickey. Do stick around, and we do appreciate you in Salem on Channel 3, here in Flora, Louisville, and on Jeff and Sisney down there on Channel 100. Do stick around. We'll be right back after these words.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. That's Lucas Vaughn. This is Jamie Hodges. We do appreciate you tuning in here this morning. We're talking about, actually, we don't want to talk about what we were just talking about, other than we hope we were certainly hopeful that everyone's family is doing well. That's for sure. All right, basketball, big free agency. The big question: where's LeBron going to go? And does it? Do the free agents falling is everything contingent on where LeBron James goes?
I don't think he's going to be the first one.
You don't think he'll be first?
I think that they are. I think these guys talk often. Your superstars, and I think they all have a certain plan in mind. And LeBron obviously can go wherever he wants. Just willing to spend the money, and so I think he's going to wait. We were talking about Paul George off air. For instance, let's say Paul George goes to Lakers. Someone like that going to L.A., I think LeBron's right behind him. I think it depends on where these other guys go.
Do you think that LeBron could subjugate his ego behind being the number 2 choice, the number 2 hire?
He would
to Paul George.
He's still going to have the most money.
He's still going to be the number 1 guy, no matter what happens, no matter where he goes.
But what's LeBron doing waiting for Paul George?
I'm saying NBA free agency is a lot more strategic than some of our other sports. LeBron wants to see where other people are going to decide who he wants to play with and where. He doesn't want to go sign first and then have that team bring maybe other guys in he doesn't necessarily want to play with.
Have you seen the theory lately about LeBron going to Philadelphia?
Yes, I've heard him talk about
Is that
I got some text from a burner account about it, but I haven't. But I didn't really dig into it more than that.
Ugly Earl. That was Ugly Earl.
It was Eddie Jr.
Eddie Jr. Eric Jr. Eric Jr. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if Philadelphia could bring somebody really, really good like LeBron James in, you got to think the
way Philadelphia's
not gonna
built
happen,
their team with these younger, that Embiid's the younger guys, bringing LeBron in doesn't make sense on that team.
Yeah.
I could see LeBron staying.
Well, how about the Lakers then? I mean, does it make that much sense for him to go to the Lakers? Other than it's L.A.
L.A. That's why.
Come on. Am I the only person in the world who really, 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 really does not like Los Angeles?
I've never been there, but I assume I won't like it.
You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. I'm telling you.
Bruce is now our ambassador to L.A. speaking for us.
All of our L.A. people that are watching, we're sorry.
We probably just lost 2 guys off YouTube.
I got to tell you, if anybody, there are people who do and do not know me. And if they don't know me, if they don't know that I don't like L.A., I'm fine with them knowing. I've got reasons. I have my reasons, and we can go into that at another time. All right. Okay, LeBron James, clearly the number one. You think that Paul George is the domino that starts it, though?
I do. I think he's the one that starts the whole trickle down.
I've heard of talk where Paul George goes to Cleveland with LeBron. So
yeah, and that's out there too.
See now that might you got a point then, Lucas. That might be what LeBron's waiting on. To Jamie's point.
I just think it's very strategic. I think these guys have talked. I think there's some sort of plan out there amongst Kawhi, LeBron, Paul.
Well, see, now that's the other thing. Kawhi Leonard is not a free agent.
No, but
the Spurs have control.
It'd have to be a trade.
Yeah,
because he's not going to play for the Spurs.
No. You can't make Riverwalk comments in San Antonio and stay there.
No, that makes it a little bit difficult. Well, that's the other thing. Kawhi and the Spurs started having problems about a year ago, and nobody really realized to what depth they were. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Kawhi got tired of Pop yelling at him, even though they all said they had a really good relationship
with Popovich.
But then he got hurt and didn't get back in the timely manner that everybody thought he should be back.
Wouldn't go to the team doctors. Right. Went and saw some health guru that he was buddies with, and
everybody
then you had
questioning his
Tony, the guard.
Parker
saying I had the same injury. I was back in a couple weeks.
Right. Tony Parker. Well, Tony Parker, but he tweeted that out basically so everybody would see it.
Right.
I don't know. It's all pretty funky. How long do you think it takes? Will it be done Saturday morning? Well, you think these people? You are the conspiracy guy.
I think it's going to happen pretty quick with our top 3 or 4 free agents.
Except for LeBron. I don't think the LeBron happens quick. I do think Kawhi and Paul George pop out real quick, but I think LeBron kind of sits back and decides, okay, let's see what I want to do.
Well, he does have more time. You've got a good point
know
there.
The other thing, you got DeMarcus Cousins out there, who's a really good player, and he would be
talented. Very talented.
Very talented.
So the other fun part of this conversation is this is the summer for teams they're going to have to really step up. We were listening to another podcast not as good as ours on the way up here, and they were talking about looking ahead to free agents next year.
Really?
And the only big name was Nerlens Noel.
Oh, yeah.
And besides
Nerlens Noel's, there
was a handful, but
LeBron will be a free agent next year.
Well, they're counting on him signing wherever he goes, him wanting to sign at least a 4 to 5 year deal, and
I don't see LeBron signing more than a year anywhere.
Like I said, they weren't very good. They're not as good as us.
No, clearly,
so just kind of
don't know what they're talking about at all.
Clown shoes.
So didn't say anything about soccer or Fortnite the whole time.
I think it's the number 1 sports podcast in the nation currently.
We're number 2.
Yeah, we're right behind them. You hear me, Dave Portnoy? Come sign us. We're free.
You don't think it'll happen? You think LeBron's going to wait? See, now that's the thing. I listen to these things and I watch them. I don't watch much basketball, but I like watching the shuffling and the horse race, and I have no clue.
When's it officially open up? Lost. When does it officially open up?
Sunday morning, and in January or July 1st is when it midnight Saturday.
You can officially meet
midnight Saturday. I say by
July 1st is the time. Midnight Saturday.
I'm going with by the time we tape next week. You've got your top. You've got George signed. LeBron's made a decision. And then is Durant a free agent?
Durant
last year?
Well, Durant's
not going anywhere.
Durant. Everyone, Chris Paul is too, but they think that Durant and Chris Paul are basically fait accomplis to stay with their teams.
And I'm sure they are, but I'm going to say you're going to have those 4 guys signed by Wednesday.
Right.
Or Thursday, whenever we tape. Probably won't tape.
Well, for Friday morning.
Yeah, for Friday
before
morning.
next Friday morning. I like your thinking. That's certainly possible. It's intriguing. It's a lot of fun to talk about.
Here's the other great deal about our show, Lucas. We make these stands all the time, and if we're wrong, we never bring it up again. We will not mention free agency next week.
You got to delete on there, right?
Yeah.
Delete that one.
We never bring it up again.
Well, we are. Well, like Randy said, we're already playing in a time warp, so that's the cool thing.
Yeah, we just don't bring it back up.
We'll be back. We're going to talk about all kinds of other things. We've got all kinds of weird baseball stories, as well as we might get Lucas's idea on who's going to win if the Cardinals are going to win. Right? Are you going to talk about the Cardinals?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Oh, well, that's what his. That's it. It's your team, right?
They are my team.
Well, I'd like to make sure before we let him back on the camera here.
Hey, I already did my background check before I brought him.
I knew what fit, what didn't fit.
I knew what he liked.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We'll be back right after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It is the little thing.
I'm done with it.
You're watching.
I'm out.
Well, it's good to know. I appreciate the advice. You're watching the Take the Points edition. My name is Bruce Dickey. That is Lucas Vaughn, and this is Jamie Hodges. We appreciate you tuning in today. All right, tell me, Lucas Vaughn, you're the expert. You're the guy here on the show. Is this turnaround for the Cardinals, the 4-game-in-a-row winning streak, is this the real Cardinals team? Did the team meeting work? Mike Matheny had a team meeting in Milwaukee. Did it work?
The real Cardinals team for the last handful of years has been the team that's 8 to 10 games over 500. This is what this team is. It's what the teams of the past have been. With all the injuries we keep sustaining, I think they're a 10 to 12 game over 500 team that might sneak into a wild card, but I don't know. We're going to get healthy to do that.
There's been one really, really, really big bright spot that cannot be taken lightly or overlooked during this 4-game win streak.
Greg Holland.
Matt Carpenter.
Matt
Carpenter finally getting hot. Running bases well. Now, this 4 games has been huge to get Matty Carp back on track.
Well, that's the other thing. Is 4 games has also kind of the Cardinals have come back on the Cubs. That was the real problem.
Yeah,
I mean they split with the Brewers. They're still 4 games back from the Brewers, but before the Cubs went into a little tailspin against the Dodgers, the Cardinals were 5, 6, 7 games back of the Cubs. And they can't afford to be that far back at the All-Star break. There's just not enough time.
What was Darvish's comment about why he didn't sign with the Dodgers? About his kid getting bullied or...
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was something crazy.
That is kind of new. Okay, so from here, you think they're just the regular? They'll go back to the center then, huh?
Right. I can't see... I think they're a solid team, but they're not a great team. They're not a elite team.
So what can they do? What can Mozeliak, what can Michael Gersh do to make this team get over the hump and get into the playoffs?
If you look at the roster and you look at the players they have, if those players do produce, I think they have a very nice lineup, and they got a pitch staff if they stay healthy. Carpenter's finally hitting. Ozuna's been solid this year.
Got to get Fowler hot.
Fowler's been terrible. Wong's been terrible. Molina was hurt for a while, and he's back. DeYoung's been out all year long.
As Lucas Vaughn mentions, Molina's injury. Everyone takes a deep gasp.
Yeah, the Kevlar Cup. I think they found a Kevlar one. But
I hope so. Well, to go against the 103-mile-an-hour pitch.
Yeah.
Well, see, now that's the fun part of this year. You've had surprises like
Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
Yeah.
Harrison Bader's been great to watch. He's fun to watch.
They brought up the O'Neill kid. You look at the minor leagues, the AAA team, there's some nice pitchers, so there's some nice hitters in the AAA.
Do you think –
does it translate?
We all watch the National League. Do you think that the Brewers can hold off the Cubs? Then, if the Cardinals only 12-game over 500 team, they're not going to win it. That's an 87 75.
When we did our predictions, we didn't have the Cardinals winning the division. We had them getting a wild card.
Yeah,
I think every one of us had that, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I don't think they're 90. I don't think they're a 95 win team. I just don't think they're that. I hope they are. I hope I'm wrong. But
answer the question then. Can the Brewers hold off the Cubs?
No. No. I mean, the Brewers, I think they're playing great baseball. Council's got them playing really well up there, but they're 14 games over 500 now.
Does it bother either of you? And I think I know the answers. They came out with the All-Star voting this week.
Yes, it bothers me.
Yeah, big time.
What does?
Yachty not getting enough votes.
Anybody, for that matter.
So that was my question. Does it really bother you that the Cardinals they don't have anybody above 4th place in any of the categories?
Yachty's the one that bothers me because, like Lucas said, we've had so many. It's been kind of. It's amazing we're 6 games over and even in contention because we've piecemealed together this team.
Right.
Seems like every week.
From the beginning.
Yeah, it seems like from the get-go every week something bad was happening and we were having to bring another guy in, put another guy on the DL. So.
And that's the thing. The Cardinals have had home games with chances for people to vote, but it's now an online voting as well. And I think it's really part and parcel to the point that the Cardinal fans are just really kind of sick of this team.
They're sick of Matheny.
Yeah. And nobody's really getting into voting for him. Now, granted, they're still going to the games.
You know, Matheny's still winning.
Now, what about Miklas? How's he doing on the voting? Because he's had some
pitchers aren't voted.
They don't get voted.
They don't get voted at all. That's right.
Yeah.
So,
no, the highest outfielder for the Cardinals is, not in the top 15, which makes sense. Cardinals outfielders have been.
I mean, Ozuna's
stunk
had a
on ice
solid.
this year.
I thought Ozuna might get some votes.
275, 10, 12 home runs, 40 RBIs. He's had a solid year, but he's not.
Martinez in 5th place at first place. Well, but you look at who's here in first place to these guys deserve it. At catcher, Buster Posey.
No. Buster Posey's played more first base. Well, he's played catcher, but he's got 15, 16 starts at first base.
Well, a Cubs fan would say, you're right, Buster Posey does not deserve it. Wilson Contreras does.
Okay. Well, I don't know Wilson Contreras' numbers.
He's second place.
But as far as stats are, but I know Yachty's innings pitched, even being out for 3-4 weeks, whatever he was out for, are still close to the same as what some of these players are.
I think, Yeah, I'm astonished that Matt Kemp's in second place for one thing in the outfield.
Matt Kemp's had a bounce back
year. Having a good year
he's
for
having
himself.
a good year.
But there's also Ronald Acuna Jr., who's in 5th place now.
Say again.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Atlanta.
Yeah, the only reason I know him that well is because he's on my fantasy team. Yeah, heck yeah, he's a great player.
I don't really know that guy.
He's a great player, but he's not having that good a year, and it's just.
Now here's the bright side. Okay, so.
He was also just came up a few weeks ago or a month ago.
Well,
right?
now he's been on the DL for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
But
it
also,
makes no sense.
As a Cardinal fan, with the wear and tear we've had on our team, I guess I'm not. It's a disrespect thing, but I'm not that upset if we don't have a whole bunch of guys out there that week.
They need a break.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to.
Who's going to get picked then? Because you got to pick somebody from the team.
Miklas and Walker, but Walker just went on the DL too, so it's got to be Miklas right now.
Kind of does have to be Miles Michaelis, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
I don't know. That's really the only. That's the only baseball stuff I had, other than these intriguing stories. Would you guys like to hear an intriguing baseball story?
Bruce, please tell us a story.
Professional baseball players are human beings, and as human beings, they are prone to accidents. This one takes kind of a dark turn.
Bruce, don't tell us this story.
They're professional athletes and they do this. What are we going to do?
They are professional athletes and they do that. Well, what happened was a relief pitcher, a relief pitcher for the Brewers. No. Let me tell this. Yeah, I like that. A relief pitcher for the Brewers was standing out on the mound last weekend, and it was hot, and he was maybe a little bit extenuated, overdone it. He had overdone things. And he turned around on the mound and let her fly. Just kind of vomited right there off the mound, turned around, did it again, and then kept pitching. Impressive, ladies and gentlemen. Your 2018 Milwaukee Brewers in a nutshell, which is good. They keep playing.
Division leading.
They asked division leaders. They asked Archie Bradley had he ever had a similar situation, and Archie Bradley pitches for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He was watching. He's a relief pitcher, and he saw that his turn was ready to come. He'd already finished his throws. And he realized, I need to go to the bathroom. I got to go to the restroom. I got to go do number one. And so he goes, and as he's doing number one, he gets, you know how they say, don't trust one. Yeah, don't trust it. And he trusted it, and he's got to go into the game.
Utter failure.
So anyway, he pitched a clean inning, and that's about the only thing that was clean.
Yeah, nothing else was clean.
That wasn't even a clean inning.
Nothing else was clean.
Have you fellas ever had such you're a long-term athlete.
We're guys, of course we have.
No. I mean, at an athletic event.
No. I was always on the bench. I could go to the bathroom anytime I wanted. I had all day I didn't have to worry about it.
Did you ever have to leave a basketball court to go to the bathroom go?
Never. No. I'm just going to go with no. I'm not even going to extend on it.
I will tell you the story. I had a fellow I wrestled with who had a bout with. I was wrestling with him. He made a noise that I did not like, so I flipped him and pinned him basically just like that. I'd had enough. We were messing around, and it was done. So. What do you do? Thanks for watching.
Hey, please tune in next week.
That's
Don't
how we're
let this be
going
the-
to end this one, huh?
Go-
All right.
go to
Let's take the
YouTube.
points
Go to
edition of Big
YouTube.
Talk with Bruce.
Subscribe.
We'll talk to y'all real soon. Have a great day.